Good afternoon, sir. Dr. Leonard Bobby Aceret. Good afternoon also to my classmate. Before I start my topic, I'll introduce myself. First, I am ANALYN MANDAWE, BSc English Block 2, third year irregular student. Synthesis report in Eduk 7, Assessment Learning 2. My topic is about conditional praise, necessary and effective. A conditional word link a sentences establish limits or conditions itself. When it comes to praise, expressing approval or admiration or something receiving a good appreciation. Necessary and effective. Necessary, the students or a child desired a good effect and increase the effective learning practice implementation that a student cooperate in learning practices. Also, boosting skills, abilities, and competencies of a child. Praise to the effort, a good behavior, do or act as students or a child. Value on what the teacher want order to be praised. For example, Glenn praised her teacher because of wearing a complete uniform which is ordered by the teacher and also the school policy. On the other side, Jason won't respond anything as what he heard what her teacher say on her classmate Glenn. As a teacher, you must take the side on how to motivate, encourage your student in a fair way of approach. Also, you need to recognize every effort of your student, emphasize their behavior and attitude in the classroom. Feeling awkward, shame, unconscious are some examples of a student being centered of attraction, especially in acknowledging them in front of their classmates in the classroom or in the school campus. Engaging them in the way of having a powerful and building up, boosting confidence, increased willingness, self-confidence, and high level of success. These are the good example and motivation by praising the child. But there are also students that incompetent being praised in front of their classmates to have an too much acknowledge in front of the people, acknowledgement in front of the people around. But there are also students incompetent being praised in the middle of their classmates. But there are also students incompetent being praised, overwhelmed in their achievements in front of their classmates and many people. We can't assure what are some impact to the students in praising in front of many people to about their achievement, acknowledgement. It is unclear the exact impact of them, how they adjust and learn on the effects of people around them. Teacher must aware on what aspect of their students good in skills, their emotional behavior, personality, abilities, and capability. Carol Dweck, born on October 17, 1946, American psychologist. She is the Lewis and Virginia Eaton Professor of Psychology at Stanford University. Dweck is known for her work on mindset. She has a primary research in motivation, personality, and development. She teaches courses in motivation, and social development. In a personal style of self-attribution, personal confidence, and motivation to learn, achieve results. The willingness to success, consider the failure result of personal perception. Having mastery, believe that achievement are connectedly the amount of efforts to accomplish a certain project. On the other hand, success increase with the experience they gain through practice, effort, and hard work. Reinforcement, a term used in a behavioral analysis and intentional behavior change known as operant conditioning. Example of reinforcement. Example of reinforcement is when you told your daughter that she earned a cost on their good grades. So your daughter now start to study hard to have a good grades and earn a cost. Recognition, the reward efforts along with accomplishment. It's the legality and acknowledgement of your effort. So for example, in your classroom, your teacher recognize who is the student show better in learning the class. The teacher now known that their hard work will record and be rewarded. And that's a recognition example. Mid-worthy and avoid some levels to use in feedbacking, especially in the kids, in a way to operate the procedural process on how teaching and learning the way they cooperate. So every word to use and elaborate of some instructional feedback is highly aligned the level of what students under your class, because there are some students have a different behavior, different style, different approaches of learning, and the way to perceive some feedback by others and also to the teachers. The following tips will help you avoid these pitfalls in your class. Become aware how you use level. Always bear in mind on what level of your students you apply to use it, how it can affect their interest, emotions, providing the informations and corrections in a way how you want to train by them. You are under the safetyness of your students, securing their emotional feelings and physical is made your concern. Then, know your intentions and use appropriate strategies. First thing to consider in appropriate strategies, the conditional phrase is necessary and effective. Is your intentions why you need to apply it? Your deepest intentions, probably it cannot lead to the misinterpretation. It cannot lead the misinterpretation of your students. Select strategies effective and approachable, which is not offended by your student. Feel free to show your appreciation. Appreciate your students even a little accomplishment or a good work they did. But because by simply doing this, your students value more than and helps them to go beyond their limits by doing good things. Order, they are more participative, trained, having a good morale, and positive relation into the other peers. Then the last one, show activities, not prize. They encourage positive behavior. So positive behavior of a student catch doing correctly action and responsible in committing reward in every achievement done by student. It is not good in tolerating the child every time to give a prize for their achievement. Perhaps it can turn to them into a bad habit. So, positive behavior, those things to have a good manners. Train your child to use their time in a good and wisely, like doing activity related to become a good individual, completing a work task in your home and also in the school or in the classroom. So by then, parenting and also teaching management of the teacher will value and learn them how to use and manage by positive behavior. Benefits and praise. Repeated good behavior, appreciation of the positive, a more positive home atmosphere, expression of love and interest, your child better self-image, a model of a good habits, ability to tell right from wrong. Summary of my topic: students learn and think differently, often receive negative feedback as a result of their struggles. It makes meaningful and appropriate praise even more important. Conditional praise for the student, motivational and controlling behavior. To control the situation behind on the student performances, behavior and efforts that inspired the hard work and determination. Reinforcement and recognition as a process to establish a positive behavior and acknowledge award in completing the hard work and difficulties. Effective strategies to make students who aren't confident in their abilities and skills willing to try of some new things to appropriate how their talent exists. And that's the end of my topic. I hope everyone had a glimpse and understanding on my chosen topic and synthesis report. Goodbye and thank you.